We're back, baby. It's been a hot minute since I've been in a video, and man, does it feel good to be in the hot seat again. Seriously, this one is gonna be a banger. Backed by popular demand is none other than the Shit I Never Knew series, and this first one is a spicy boy. Since what seems to be the beginning of time, there's always been some sort of debate. There's always a group of people who think they're right, and usually another group of people that think that the first group is wrong. I mean, that's how life works. This is especially true when it comes to the truck community. I mean, let's be real here. Dodge versus Chevy, Ram versus Ford, the debates are pretty much endless. But there's one especially hot topic that seems to come up time after time after time. The questions about these little metal discs flood inboxes day and night and are truly a hot topic of conversation. I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. You can find me at dusty.co on the gram, and today we're diving headfirst into this hot button topic to let you guys know all the shit I never knew about wheel spacers. Before we jump into this spicy little meatball of a video though, we gotta let you know if you're looking for wheels and tires, a lift kit, or maybe even some performance parts for your truck, you can find all of those at customoffsets.com. Yes, we carry performance parts now. It's pretty freaking awesome. If you're having issues wondering what a certain setup would look like on your truck, no sweat there either. We've got a whole ass gallery full of like 80,000 vehicles that you can check out and see real world examples of what size lift, wheels, tires, etc., how much trimming, all of that good stuff that guys are actually running. It's pretty freaking awesome. Okay, into the video. So what exactly is a wheel spacer? How does it work? And what makes some spacers better or worse than others for your truck? Kicking it off, a wheel spacer, or simply a spacer for short, is a machined or manufactured piece of metal, usually aluminum or steel, that goes on your truck's lug studs and effectively pushes the wheel out and away from the hub. The wheel then mounts directly to the spacer via studs that are actually attached to the spacer, which bolts onto the truck. It's kind of a little thing.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side, yeah.
The advantage of spacers is that it gives you a much wider stance without actually running a wider wheel. For example, a 20 by 12 with a 2-inch spacer is gonna effectively give you the same poke as what a 14 wide would. Additionally, spacers can be useful if you want to swap bolt patterns in case you got a good deal on a set of wheels that may not be the bolt pattern of your OEM truck. So wider stance, less money than a 14 wide, and I can run just about any wheel I want. Sounds like a win all around to me, right? Wrong. Don't get us wrong, spacers can be great, and in certain applications they work really well, but if you've ever spent any amount of time on the internet, then you've probably heard of, or maybe even experienced yourself a catastrophic spacer failure.
All these lug nuts are on. That was the only freaking wheel.
Your dad's probably hauling ash right now.
You guys know the kind I'm talking about here. You're flying down the road, 80 miles an hour, mullet waving in the wind from your rolled down windows, AC/DC on the radio, and bam! Next thing you know, your wheel and tire is off in the pickers, picking daisies in the swamp someplace. It's just gone. But why do some guys have great luck with spacers while others lose a wheel every time they get above 20 miles an hour? The secret sauce to spacers is all in the build quality. See, spacers are available from a variety of suppliers, and some are more expensive than others. In the game of spacers, however, you pretty much get what you pay for. Cheaper priced spacers oftentimes are made of a much lower quality material, meaning that they're overall just much lower quality. That's kind of how it works. Additionally, oftentimes these lower cost spacers do not have a hub-centric ring, meaning that your wheel is never going to truly sit centered on the spacer, causing it to go down the road and put extreme amounts of stress and weight onto the lug studs themselves rather than the hub of the vehicle like it's designed to do. This stress and pressure can cause the studs on the spacer to crack, break, or in extreme cases cause your entire wheel and tire to fly off going on the highway. Before we jump into the next bit, I want to take a second to talk to the 65% of you that aren't actually subscribed to the channel yet. We get it. You're the rebels, the cool kids, the ones who don't listen to the rules. All right, listen, I joke, but in a serious note, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Not only does it help us out a ton, but it also keeps you up to speed with all things custom offsets. Plus, with every subscriber we gain, Biggs has to run a lap around the building, so let's make him run.
Come on, mother.
Okay, so we talked about the good and the bad with spacers, but how do you know which ones are actually high quality? Around here, we only carry Bora spacers and their steel counterparts, Stahl. These spacers are made to order right here in the good old USA and feature a hub-centric ring and high-quality lug studs so that you can keep your wheels on your truck where they belong and not rolling down the side of I-64 in the middle of Indiana. What do you guys think about spacers? Do you love them? Have you used them before? Do you have a friend who has a horror story about losing a wheel due to cheap spacers? Tag them down in the comments section below, and as always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so we can keep making banging content just like this. Peace.